Welcome to the Pete Delatorre Business Hour, a daily focus on late-breaking news on business opportunities and economic development in South Florida, featuring the movers and shakers of our community. And now, your host, Pete Delatorre.
Good morning, everyone. This is Pete Delatorre, and welcome back to the Pete Delatorre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz. Another fantastic morning in South Florida. A lot of news to cover here today. Also, it's a great lineup of guests. It is my pleasure now to bring on for the first time to the show. Gentlemen, him and I have known each other for quite some time. We met each other when we were 10 years old. Of course, I'm kidding there. But Pedro Palicio, he has a very, very exciting organization. We're going to focus on this an idea which I think is pretty interesting, where you can become your own banker, and he's going to talk about some ideas regarding that. So welcome to the show, Pedro. How are you?
Thank you very much, Pete. Very nice to see you again.
I'm going to tell you, man, they've told me I have a radio voice. Pedro just took it to a whole different level there. So are you sure you haven't been on radio before?
No, but I will try to be in the future.
There you go. All right, tell us a little bit about BeFinanciallyIndependent.net.
As you know, Pete, my wife and I have been financial advisors for the last 20 years. Now, during the 2008 financial crisis, most of our clients, as well as my wife and I, lost a substantial amount of money in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
After deep introspection and analysis, nothing has had a more profound impact in my personal and financial life than reading Nelson Nash's bestseller book, Becoming Your Own Banker, The Infinite Banking Concept.
Mm-hmm.
It convinced me that most of my financial education and experience was based on faulty premises, and that the only way to control my financial future was to control the banking function myself. Essentially, it has provided me, my family, and my clients with financial independence and peace of mind. After several seminars and a comprehensive course of studies, I became an authorized infinite banking practitioner. At the present, I'm the only one in Miami-Dade County, and I developed our website, BeFinanciallyIndependent.net, where anyone interested can read how we can assist them in achieving their financial goals in a safe and guaranteed fashion, income tax-free, and with no government intervention.
That's important. Government intervention are two buzzwords more than ever, I believe. Let's discuss this topic of becoming your own banker. What does that actually mean?
Pete, let me touch on a couple of points to make it clear what becoming your own banker means. The first one is that the average American family spends approximately 20% of disposable income in transportation, 30% in housing, 45% in lifestyle, and less than 5% is going to savings. The problem is that these items are financed by other financial organizations, banking organizations, etc., resulting in almost 35 cents of every disposable dollar paid out is interest. Now, if a legal, legitimate method could be developed to simply capture this loss, the wealth-creating ability of the average person would be significantly improved. Now, the second point I would like to make, Pete, is that we finance everything that we purchase by either two ways. Number one, paying interest to someone else like a bank, a lender, or a credit card company, or B, paying cash for it, and in the process forfeiting the interest we might have earned in that money, the so-called opportunity cost in finance. Due to these points, every person should be fully engaged in two businesses, your own occupation and banking. And of the two businesses, believe it or not, banking appears to be the one that has the greatest potential for helping a person generate long-term wealth. Pete, especially designed dividend-paying whole life insurance, allows anyone to become his own banker.
Well, this is obviously a different concept, a different way of looking at what you do to create wealth, and we understand that not every investment or product is right for everyone. And this is something I know that you're going to expand on here.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Now, considering that, what might dividend-paying whole life insurance Why is that an option?
You're right, Pete. Traditional whole life insurance grows much slower than the specially designed dividend-paying whole life policy we're talking about. And these kind of policies emphasize a special rider that makes the cash value grow at a much faster rate. Also, you have to realize this is not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
And the ideal client, as you mentioned before, should have patience and discipline. If you don't have patience and discipline, this program is not for you.
Mm-hmm.
And now, the benefit of these kind of policies include several items, and I will mention to you is cash liquidity, use and control of your money, guaranteed access to money, tax-free growth, reduced interest paid to others, no government involvement, insurance for life, predictable financial results, guaranteed cash accumulation. One that is very important is tax-free retirement income, a legacy by the tax-free income benefit that will be left to your beneficiaries when you pass away, and also asset protection in most states, including the state of Florida.
Now, again, we know that this is one concept, one idea, and there are many in the marketplace. And you did mention it's very important. This is a product that is not for everyone. You know, and you just stipulated the points to think about there. Mm-hmm. So, in no way, are neither yourself or this show here promoting this particular product. However, for the right person, for the right prospect, it could be a viable option. And considering that, who would you believe would be the right type of prospect for this particular idea?
In general, any individual from age 25 to 55 who has disposable income of at least, I would say, about $300 a month as a minimum, and an individual who wishes to increase his wealth with no stock market exposure and no government interference. Those kind of individuals are ideal for this kind of a program.
Now, we keep bringing up no government intervention. No, what does that actually mean? Because people are now, with everything going on, and Obamacare and this and the intrusion in my private life, and the argument continues. Why is this particular vehicle something that someone should consider? Because one of the benefits is no government involvement.
One of them, for example, typically in a qualified plan, like an IRA or a 401k plan, you have some government regulation that tell you how much you can contribute to the program. Right. Also, you have some way between age 59 and a half and 70 in which you can get access to your money. But before age 59, not only you have to pay taxes in that amount, but also you have to pay a penalty. Mm-hmm. At the other end of the spectrum, by the time you are 70 and a half, you are forced by the government to obtain what they call required minimum distribution, regardless you need it or not.
Right.
With this kind of a program, you don't have to abide by those government regulations. You can contribute as much as you can, as much as you want to. And the same way, once you need money for any enterprise, for example, for purchasing different automobile, college education for your children, and etc., you have
possibly paying off your mortgage quicker.
Absolutely, it's an excellent way.
So you control. But I think that first and foremost, it's an insurance policy first.
Exactly.
That's the number one thing it is, and that being the case, you should have an insurable need.
You have an insurable need, but at the same time, the emphasis in accumulating of cash.
Right.
Because the reason for that is you use for financing. So you can use the cash value of your policy as a collateral for a loan in which you can finance anything that you need. As I mentioned before, to purchase cars, medical equipment, you're a medical doctor, might be a home, you have enough money in the policy, college education for your children, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, the amount of things that you can do is, it's a lot of them.
Yeah, you have a lot of control, and again,
exactly. So you control everything. The government is not telling you what to do and when to do. You are in control, and that's what people like.
Yeah, I think people love that. Yeah, exactly. To be honest with you, there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Pedro, we're just about out of time, and this is a fascinating topic, and I think that it is a viable option for the right person, the right prospect. Again, it's not for everyone. You've got to have disposable income. And you've got, it's like the discipline. I mean, again, this is not an overnight thing. This is not get rich quick. There's no magic bullet, silver bullet here. Nothing at all. This is it takes time to build, but it can be something that's worthwhile. What is what is the best way for the listeners, if they have any questions for you, to get a hold of you?
I think the best way is by going to our website, infinitebankingsimplified.com, or calling us toll-free at 1-844-443-8422. The number again is toll-free, 1-844-443-8422.
Pedro, great start, my man.
Thank you
Terrific.
very much, Pete.
It's been a lot of fun, and thank you for being on here today.
My
Terrific.
pleasure.